Hello guys, welcome to the channel. If you don't know me, I'm Cyrus. Welcome to srtcyrus. Today we're going to talk about everything you need in your shop equipment wise. So basically, you need things that are equipment because tools aren't going to get you through everything. Sometimes you actually have to have physical tools and not, little tools. So these are not going to be cheap everything. So just be aware of that. And I'm not going to give recommendations on what brands because a lot of these brands are not in business anymore. So let's get started. So first things you need, I'm just going to talk about the tools. This is all going to be higher end tools, not lower end tools. So first things you need are an impact wrench. You can't get away with these if you want to use a breaker bar. These are really nice. You get both off fast. This one's really expensive. This one you can get for about $300, but it also has a lot of selections. You have 3 gears with a bolt breaking mode, and it's just a really good impact wrench. It'll break your wrist if you touched it. So this is a good one if you want to go, have something that'll get bolts off really easy. I would recommend this. And everything will be linked in the below on what tools these are if you want the model numbers or whatever. So remember that, but you always need this. Next thing you need is an angle grinder. This is good for cutting bolts off, anything like that. This is a Milwaukee M18. I actually just got it a few days ago because my other one broke. Pretty good one. Have a nice metal blade on there to take anything off you wanted to. Really good thing to use to cut locks off, cut doorknobs off, cut everywhere you want off. Car parts, anything like that. I would recommend this. And this isn't cheap either, or $280. I can't remember now. But the link will be in the description so you can look it up and how much it costs. I don't remember how much I paid for this. Good one, but there are a lot of options out here. If you want a cord one, they're a lot cheaper, but not as good. So remember that. Next thing you need is in my truck, and that's a drill. So I'm going to talk about that over there. So next thing you need is a drill. This is good for drilling anything you want. This is the highest powered drill Milwaukee has, the M18 fuel. I can't remember the model, and I've had it quite a while. This one's really good. I've had drills, none of them have been as good as this one. I just really like these. I think they're just really good. It has 16 gears plus a hammer braking mode, just like the other one. You want to drill through concrete or something. Really good one. 2 gears, whatever. This you can get at about $160. If I remember right. Like I said, some of this shit I've had a very long time, so I can't remember everything. But it's a really good one. So I would get this anywhere for drilling anything. Just if you're not even a car person, if you have shit around your house you need to do, this is a good drill. So now we're gonna go and talk about more of the higher end shit you need. So the next thing you need is a bench grinder. This is a bench grinder. Really good if you want to, sand out a bolt. You take something, you put it on there and let it grind. Wear eye protection. The sparks will fly if you do that. But really good thing to have. Not everything your angle grinder is gonna cut or anything like that. You can put a cutting blade on here if you really wanted to. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't spend that kind of money. But I use it more for sharpening things, shaving things down. There's also this wire brush. That's really good for cleaning things up. That's that one. Really good one to have. I don't know the brand. This is probably made in, I think, 1970. So this one's an old one. But really good one. It's been used a lot in the last 55 years. So I would recommend that for anybody who wants something like that. So now let's talk about the next thing, which is a drill press. This is something that's really good to have. I actually have 2 because this one doesn't work as good. I have this one here. This one's a good one. I'm gonna show you how these work. Basically, how they work is you take a piece of wood. I'm just gonna use wood for instance. Put it there. Lower it down, and it's gonna go higher now. These you can get anywhere. Just look up drill presses online, and you can get these all over. And these are really good. I use this a lot. Basically what you do is you tighten that up. Now if we have a good space, lower our press on there, turn on the button, drill on through. Pretty simple. This one's a really good one. That one's not very good. It's really old. Yeah, and there's your 2 holes in the wood. So the next thing you need are vices. These are really good. It's called vice grips. I have a brake caliper in this one, so it's not like this one. This is another one I have. This one's really good. Tighten shit on it. Let's say you want to, saw something down. You need to hold it. Tighten that up. Hold it in there, and then you can drill through it or saw it off. Whatever you want to do. This is a striker. I don't know how this got in here. I think the primer is completely off of it. Next thing you always need is a good set of tap sets, which I showed that in the other video. That's good for tapping things in. You would just hook that to the drill press and tap something in. This is a wood sander. If you want to sand around wood or whatever you want to do, you use that. Orbital sander, I've never opened it. What else? Over here, this is a press. Don't look at that if you're not doing tractor stuff. You don't really need that. This is for like pressing big heavy things down. I would just get a little press if you need it. Honestly, I've never used this thing, and I don't think it's been used in a long time. But so I'm not gonna recommend that. I don't think most people have these. So yeah. So basically, next thing you need is an air compressor. This is really good for filling up tires, or if you want to, anything you need to compress air for. If you have air tools, you can plug them up to this. Basically, turn on that valve, it'll start using it for whatever you need to do. I'm not gonna show it; it's really loud and snowing out now. The next thing you need here, this is all my fluids. I'm gonna talk about another video I need on fluids. I'm kind of low on fluids right now. Is a settling torch. Settling torch is something that is a very dangerous tool. This is something you use to burn shit or anything like that. This thing is like extremely hot. It's like a butane torch, but it's hotter. This thing will actually shoot flames out of the end of it. So yes, very dangerous tool to use. I'm not turning it on right now because I don't feel like it and I don't have any igniter fluid. I guess if you need it, you can weld with these. They get so hot you can actually weld with these. I don't think anybody needs these. I would think you could get a torch with a flame on the end of it and it'll work just as good as this. Unless you really want to get shut off. I mean, I know some people say that they're not very good, but I don't use this thing very much. This is for, random things. So that's kind of everything you need for big shop stuff. Let me know if there's anything I missed. I want to hear from your opinions and what you use. So leave that in the comments down below. Stay safe out there. See you in the next one.